Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Coding Bug and in this tutorial I'll show you how to create a stunning image hover effect using just few lines of CSS. So let's get started. Here we have a div container with the class gallery. Next we have an image element that display an image. Here the source attribute specifies the image URL from pick some photos. Here we'll set the width and height to 300 and the alt attribute is left empty here. Now we'll do the same pattern for different image with a unique URL. If you want image with different dimension, you could adjust the number in the URL accordingly. Okay, now let's set CSS. Let's style the body here. Here we remove the default margin. We set the mean height to 100 ph. Display is set to grid. List content is set to center. And the background is set to grayish color. Now let's style the gallery container. Here we set the display to grid so that it makes the gallery of a grid container. Next we set the grid template column to repeat 3 auto. So we create a grid layout with 3 columns. Next we set the position to relative and the cursor is set to pointer. Now let's style the image with the gallery. Here width is set to 180 pixel. Aspect ratio is set to 1 so that ensure that remains square regardless of the dimension. And the object fit is set to cover. Now let's set schedule element. Here the content is set to an empty string. Position is set to absolute. Outline is set to 10 pixels solid and the red color. And here we add a box shadow to the overlay so that it create a darkened background around the image. Transform is set to translate -50 VW and 100%, and the transition is set to 0.4 second so that it creates a smooth transition effect with a cubic Bezier timing function. Next, we use pointer event. It is set to none so that it allows interaction with the underlying image. Now let's set hover effect for each image. Let's define the first hover for the first image. Here transform is set to translate 0% and 0%. Now let's define the hover effect for the second image. Here transform is set to translate 100% and 0%. Now let's define the hover effect for the third image. Here transform is set to translate 200% and 0. And the fourth image here we set the transform to translate 0% and 100%. And for the fifth image, we set the transform to translate 100% and 100%. And for the sixth image, we set the transform to translate 200% and 100%. And for the seventh image, we set the transform to translate 0% and 200%. And for the eighth image, we set the transform to translate 100% and 200%. And for the ninth image, we set the transform to translate 200% and 200%. Now let's set odd index image. Here we set the outline color to a green color. And there you have it. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more web development tips and tricks.